$10 a month. I would say that it's very, very worth. There's no other platform than on Upwork where you have interested people that come directly to you. And when we have this, then we can just go into find work and we can find jobs. Like if I search for voice agent right now, I can search for jobs that people have listed. You can see posted yesterday, AI voice agent specialist needed. AI voice agent developer to build and deploy production voice AI system. Build production ready voice agent. You can see all of these jobs have been posted and they honestly don't have that many proposals, only 5 to 10 proposals. And you can see how many jobs are posted right now. 141 entry level, 900 intermediate and 500 expert. So there's around like 1,500 jobs right now posted that you can go in and grab. And literally this one right here, build production ready AI voice agent for inbound calls using Twilio and Level Labs and OpenAI. That's literally the exact thing that we have done. Or this one, configure 11 Labs conversational AI agent, voice plus text widget, CM webhook integration. This client right here wants to pay $3,000 for an AI voice agent developer needed for 11 Labs plus Twilio API integration. You get the point. There's a bunch of these jobs right now that people need. So let me show you the best way to sign up to these jobs. We can click on this post right here that was posted yesterday, and then we can read what they're interested in. We're looking for an experienced AI voice agent developer to build a voice-based AI calling system for our existing Next.js application. Our current system already includes phone number, data management, and basic backend structure. We need someone who can build and integrate an AI voice agent that can automatically call customers, explain our service, collect customer information if they're interested, and send qualified leads to our sales system for demo scheduling and closing. The developer will be responsible for building an AI voice that can integrate with 11 Labs voice model, integrate with Twilio voice API, call customers from our existing phone number database, explain our service clearly during the call, detect whether the customer is interested, collect customer details such as name, email, phone number, send interested customer information to the sales team, store call duration in the database, store call recordings in the database, maintain a complete call history, track all this, work with our existing Next.js application, and database structure. We can also look at if this client is actually legit. You can see they have 2 5-star reviews. They have spent $427 in total, and the average hourly rate that they're paying is $19. Let's reach out to this client and basically explain to them how we would build it. So here's how you reach out to them. We're going to be using a screen recording software. I like Teller. And basically what we can do with Teller is that we can take a recording of our screen and then we can send that recording directly to them. And then we can take that recording and send it directly to them. So I can click record and then I can click in our browser. I'll share the screen. We're going to share our screen right here. Then we're going to make sure that we have the right mic connected. This one right here. And then I would honestly recommend that you use a camera. If you're using the Teller desktop app, there's also a Teller desktop app. You can see right now I have actually my camera right here. But if you're on laptop, then you can of course also just utilize your laptop camera, but definitely have a camera on. So I'm going to use the desktop app here instead. To get the desktop app, you just search Teller download. Very simple. And here we have our video right here. And we can basically just explain to them how we would build this out. And I like to do this in something like an Excalibur board. We can just like prepare a little bit. Of course, being effective, you don't want each application to take too long, but you still want to be thorough and make sure that they actually know that you understand what you're talking about. So this job, for example, is a bit advanced, I will admit, but we are basically just going to explain to them how we can help them, how I will build this out very, very quickly. And then just show them there's a real person behind this application, that it's not made with AI, because you're going to be surprised for how bad most Upwork profiles actually are when it comes to their proposals. So we just click record right here. Hey guys, sounds like a very interesting project that you guys have going on. I just wanted to explain a bit about how I would set it up if we were to work together. It sounds like you already now have a standard Next.js app and a database that of course communicate together. It sounds like all we need to do is just create an admin panel on the already existing Next.js app. And then of course connect that to the AI calling, which will be through 11 Labs. Like this. And we can even connect this, of course, because it's inside the Next.js app. It's also going to be able to communicate with whatever database you have already. So we can just grab the phone numbers from the customers that you already have in your database and have a nice overview of all the leads and the history of all the call data directly inside of your Next.js app. That's probably the way that you would do it. And then we can hook it up to, of course, Twilio and also 11 Labs probably. And we can do that through the standard API. This shouldn't take too long to build. But if you were to build this out, I'll definitely recommend that you get a custom fully built out dashboard where you can basically see everything to make sure that it's easy to see the information and the call history. So I'll probably include transcripts in there as well. The call recording, we can host that in a cloud database, something like Google Storage, or whatever you guys use. And then we basically have everything in one place where you can log in with an admin credential and then see all of this information. That is probably the way that you should build this out. That's at least how I would build it out if I was in your guys' situation, or if we were to work together. If that sounds interesting, you can just take a look at the Upwork profile and yeah, let me know if it's a fit. So this video that we took right here took 1 minute and 50 seconds. Doesn't have to be more than that. You just have to explain, okay, you know what you're talking about. How would you build this out? So I'm going to copy the link right here. That's basically just going to create like a video link so they can see what we're talking about, like this right there. And then we can basically just click apply now. And so verify that we are human. It's a $3,000 fixed price. So we're going to split it up, I think, in 3 milestones. We're going to say project scope. We can do due date. We can set it to like, maybe like the 20th, so a week, and then say $1,000 like this. And then proof of concept, system fully built we can do. Then we do a due date. We can call this the end of the month, and then do another $1,000, and then do the last one when system tested and fully operational. And then do the last one at like, we can do it like here. So we basically split up the payment in 3. This is very good to do because it makes it seem more attractive. How long will this project do? Let's do less than a month. Cover letter, we can write, the first thing you want to write is made this video for you. This is how I would build it out, just like this. And then we want to fill out this information right here. So what we can do is that we can go to this job, we can copy all of this, and we can go give it to our Upwork skill and write, I want you to build out a application to this. Don't make it sound like AI. And don't make it too long. This skill is both trained on good Upwork profiles and on the best performing Upwork proposals. For this right here, we can write, this is the cover letter. Hi, Albert here. I build outbound AI calling systems with exactly this stack. Twilio voice, 11 labs plus Next.js backend. So this let's remove the Next.js backend. So this is in my lane. I read your full post, including that the phone numbers, DB, and base already exist. So I'll be plugging that calling engine into what you have rather than rebuilding. Maybe remove this call engine into your Next.js app. There we go. Then it created the example, similar to what worked on. We copy this in. I've shipped outbound voice agents. I've built voice agents that cold call leads, pitch the service, qualify interest, and hand warm leads to a sales team. Let's remove this for solar, roofing, and insurance companies. Same core flow that you're describing. Dial from number list, have a real conversation, capture details, log everything. Route the good ones to human. I'll walk you through a live one on a quick call so you can hear it, not just take my words for it. I think this is good. Technical approach. Twilio places the outbound call. The agent collects name. When a qualified lead fire, Twilio gets us to call action. Everything runs through a Next.js API. There we go. Estimated timeline. Let's do 2 to 3 weeks. A big mistake is that you actually don't want to write too much information. We are writing pretty short responses right here. This one could honestly be a bit smaller, but again, it is a technical, so it's probably pretty good. But like, you don't want to write too much information. There we go. And now we can send this proposal for 18 connects. So let's send it. Click yes, I understand. Click continue. And it's a very good sign to see that I've actually been opening the proposals. Cool. So I hope you see how this works. You want to create a custom, just like a 2-minute video to every single post that you send out, to show that you're not just writing this with AI, and to show that you're actually committed in getting the job and doing a good job.